Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 at 4, and you're looking at a very seasonal view of Klamath Falls. We don't have an exact measurement here, but I would say that's probably at least a trace to an inch of snow, if not a little bit more. We have seen some partial melting, just given that temperatures are a little bit above freezing, but not by much. We're at 35 degrees. So I'll step off the screen so we can take a look at winter weather advisories. Central and eastern Siskiyou County has been trimmed out of set advisories, but we still have it in place for western Siskiyou County above 4,500 feet, the Cascades and Siskiyous, and for the east side. For the east side in Siskiyou County, we'll be measuring the snow in inches, but we could potentially be measuring the snow in feet up in the Cascades and Siskiyous. And so that runs until Wednesday for the Siskiyous and east side, Wednesday morning for the Cascades and Siskiyous. That would be for Wednesday evening. So round number 1 is now almost completely off the screen into eastern portions of Oregon, moved off in Idaho. Here is round number 2. Already seeing some showers starting to line themselves up along maybe just a little bit to the west of Interstate 5, but eventually they'll be back here within the Rogue Valley. So let's time it all out with the Stormcast, and we'll stop it right around midnight. More widespread showers, and that would be rain and snow showers. Also, some thunderstorms are likely along the coast. Earlier today, we had a marine warning, which is pretty rare around here, but that is for the potential for lightning and then also water spouts. But that has since expired. But just know there could be the same risk as we move forward into Wednesday, because we'll have more rounds of showers, thunderstorms, again, rain and snow, as snow levels will stay pretty consistent throughout the day tomorrow. We'll have more on that in a second, but just know those Cascade passes, even the east side passes, are going to be a pretty slick go of it. It does, however, look like we're going to get a break on Thursday, but then we'll get back into more of that wet and wintry pattern as we head into the weekend. But all of this rain is exactly what the doctor ordered, and we're getting more of it. These are some of those potential rainfall totals we could get in addition to what's already fallen. So this would be through Wednesday evening, and the Cascades would be the big winner, anywhere between an inch to an inch and a half. More on the order of an inch there along the coast, and less impressive totals in our west side valleys, and especially for the east side. Snow levels are going to stay pretty consistent for the day tomorrow, right around 3,000 feet. So places like the Shasta Valley, Fort Jones, Etna, McLeod could see maybe at least a trace to an inch of snow. But again, some of those beefier accumulations are going to be up in the Cascades. This graphic has looked the same for the past couple of days because it's the same setup. The Cascades will get anywhere between 6 inches to 12 inches of snow, while some of those lower elevations will probably just get a trace to an inch. So for tonight, we're going to have widespread rain and snow. It's going to be very cold, temperatures in the 20s and teens over on the east side, 30s for west side valleys, near 40 degrees there along the coast. Then for tomorrow, more of the same. Widespread rain and snow, very cool. In fact, we struggle to even make it out of the 30s over on the east side. Now, with those drier conditions for Thursday, that's when we're expecting improvements with the roadways, especially as we head into Friday. But more rain is slated for Friday going into the weekend. Snow levels will lower once again, and it looks like we could have another wet and wintry setup on our hands, especially for Sunday through the beginning of next week. So here's your 7-day forecast for the coast. Rain and thunderstorms looking likely for the rest of this evening into Wednesday, drying out for Thursday, but that's really just fluke. That is the exception and not the rule. Then for Siskiyou County, dealing with the same thing. I think most of us probably will be dry on Friday, but Saturday and Sunday, rain chances are looking likely, and even throwing some snow into the mix once again, as snow levels are going to be back down to around 3,000 to 4,000 feet. And the same thing with the east side. We'll likely see more travel conditions going downhill over on the east side, specifically for some of those passes on Oregon 140, and then for some of those passes up near Crater Lake and Diamond Lake. I think it's going to be pretty treacherous into next week as well. And then for the Rogue Valley, we're going to continue to keep it as rain, but very cool rain. In fact, the temperatures don't even make it above 60 degrees for the next 7 days.
Yeah, isn't it crazy to believe we were like in the 80s a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, we didn't really get a fall. We didn't really get a fall. It was summer. I think there was maybe one day where it was 75 degrees. The Mother Nature just kind of pulled the rug out from underneath us. Yeah.
All right. Well, we need the rain, so we'll take anything we can get. Thanks, Josh.
Of course.
Appreciate it.